Listen, bestie, listen. If you clicked on this message, you will be ready to transition the second you hear it. Let me remind you that these people do not know who they're dealing with. They don't know who they're messing with. They just don't know. No, they do not. This tea is so piping freaking hot that you're gonna need to take several, say it with me, bestie, several seats. I might spike mine with some Red Bull, don't you mind that, but they can kiss our blickety grits if they think they're going to stonewall us, bulldoze us. They will regret the day they met you. Whatever you've been putting on pause, you've been putting on hold because it just irks you, it be stressing you out, it be keeping you up at night, we're done with that. Okay, so whatever's been going on the last 4 to 6 months that you've been putting off for whatever day, that day is today. And I'm going to help you through it. I have a channeled message. Let me pour you some tea. Let me soothe your nerves. I'm going to amp mine up a notch. The tea is served. Order in the cosmic court. We are having a sit down. Capiche? I call you to this meeting because, Maron, there's some things going on. Yes, there are. It's my job to never let you forget who you are. I can't do that. It's just not in my DNA. I have an oddly specific message. Right out of the gate, if you don't believe that it's yours, don't worry. I'm going to need you to click off, okay? Because this is a members only type of meeting. You feel me? Riddle me what? Don't try to jam it up and make it fit. Don't do it. You bring it to the table, and the table is shaking. This is for someone that had rough comeuppance, rough beginnings, but then you met someone and your whole life changed, and they met you and their whole life changed. Now, I'm getting that this person is a lover, husband, wife, kingdom spouse, divine counterpart, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. They make you want to be a better person. Now, I'm not trying to sound cheesy or corny, but I said what I said. This person is your soulmate. They will worship the ground that you walk on. Well, this message isn't really about them, but let me get to that. So you two are going to meet, and your soul mission is to create a lot of money. Revenue is to inspire people, to inspire marriage, to inspire healthy relationships, to inspire trust, loyalty. You are both of high honor. Now, you could listen to this message if you believe that person is out there for you and you haven't met them yet. But if you do believe that theory, then you've probably already met them or maybe even friend zoned them. But we'll save that chit chat for another day. Let me not get off topic because I'm sipping the Red Bull. You will have many achievements after you meet this person. This isn't going to be like your ex, where your life went to dog shit in a handbasket the minute you met them. You started losing money, glowing down, feeling insecure, just going off the deep end. This is not somebody that makes you feel crazy. This is not somebody that gaslights you and makes you feel this small. This is not somebody that thinks they're the prize either. I mean, they know that they're a prize, but they know that you're the bigger prize. This person will commit. So this could be past, present, or future. You guys let me know in the comments. Is this your past? Is this your present? Or do you believe this to be your future? Because you rewrite your future daily. So however you were in relationships before, this relationship is different. You get it up out of the mud quicker, faster, and like your pants are on fire. And this person makes you feel militant to being loyal. They inspire you. They are enamored by you. They trust you and you trust them. Now, in between this relationship, this union is self-love, faith, bliss, hard work, labor, and efforts. A lot of humiliation tactics or rituals are done to the two of yous. Now, this has inspired a lot of people to treat you any old way. And where you might used to take that personal, you ain't taking that personal anymore. You are on the path to righteousness. And I'm not trying to be a smartass. I mean that. You are on a path to righteousness, and whatever you've been putting on the back burner, like, oh, I don't want to tie up that loose end yet. I'm not ready. It's a long goodbye that you're not ready to say goodbye to. But I'm telling you right now, whoever you're dealing with, they don't know you like that anymore. You are going through a big, say it with me, huge transition. Rest in peace to the old you. So this is like, it feels kind of like a march to this road where you know it's leading you to the new version of you, but you've already been this new version of you. So it doesn't need to feel like this death march of, oh my gosh, I've got to say goodbye to these people. I got to officially walk away from them. I don't know what that means for me. You do, because you've been working your little freaking patootie off to become this version of yourself, but you are not able to heal from this situation yet because you haven't walked away from it fully, and you are not able to celebrate yourself. You are not able to heal, celebrate, or just even bask in it because you truly believe that there's something still there. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you cared about these people at one point. Whoever the frick these people are, they do not have your best interest. Now, today and today only, I'm going to be your cosmic attorney. Yes, I am. You deserve all the bliss from your efforts. You deserve to enjoy your relationship, to enjoy your union. You deserve to enjoy your life, to enjoy the status that you've created. But being around these other people, they're never going to allow that. They're always going to try to make you feel small, like that ain't really happening. No, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe that this version of you is here. They want to keep the old you around because it serves their diabolical plan. You picking up what I'm putting down? I know you are. As your most trusted advisor, they can kiss my grits if they think I'm going to let them drag you down. It ain't happening. Not today, Satan. So the minute you know your worth and the fact that these people, they don't even deserve to break bread at your table, you need to heal as you're walking away from them. And I know that's been really hard to do, but there is a better path. Plus, you've been working on it anyways. It's time to take that last step. For you, it's not about the first step. You have audacity. Sometimes it's about the last step and cutting that cord officially, saying goodbye to that old version of you. You have a person in your life that adores you, that wants to commit, that sees you as their soulmate. But you might not see that so clearly because these people easily fog and jam your mind up. You could feel a lot of anxiety when you have to deal with them. You could feel restless at night before you have to deal with them. It's like going to a job you hate. We all been there. Remember? As a job you hate, this is the same thing. These flying monkeys, they're going to regret the day they met you. Because they have been flying around like crazy lunatics, trying to create conflict with you so they can become the victim. But I'm telling you right now, the bad-ish that you've been going through, that is over. And if you believe for a second that it's still coming in, it is because you are still dealing with these people. Sometimes we can't see things with a clear mind because we're still dealing with the effery. Okay, it's like dealing with a family member that is just so toxic and they're living with you and you're just like, oh my gosh, if I just had them out of my hair, like I could cook and it would be fine. I could sleep and it would be fine. It's like having a roommate or a family member that stays with you that is all up in your business and you feel like you just need room. That is this. These people are wildly obsessed with trying to intimidate you. And if you saw my last message, you are dangerously untouchable. But you need to stop messing with these folks. You feel me? These people have been trying to create a false narrative because of their animosity. If you have had any health concerns, they have tried to cause those. And they are hoping that you still have them. They have added a lot of stress to your plate and your life. So the tables are turning. Okay, the tables are turning and these people are going to be dealing with access blocked, access denied. They're going to be dealing with people walking out on them. Not only are you going to be walking out on them, but other people are going to start walking out on them. So not only are you going to be doing a favor for yourself, but you're going to be doing a favor for the dominoes to fall. Okay, there is some type of scandal going on behind the scenes that you don't need to be any part of, but these people are about to be in serious poverty. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care how fly they think they look. They are about to be in a bad, tight situation because of the conflict that they have tried to cause in your life. On top of that, they're giving karmic masculine energy. Like, you could even be dealing with a female, but they are constantly in their masculine energy. And then you have to be in this semi-karmic masculine energy just to go toe-to-toe with them. And I know you're tired of even having to think about these people and how you're going to protect yourself constantly. But as you are around these people, you are going to remind them of who the F you are. Not who they have tried to make you become, but who you are going to be despite what they have tried to stop. And they are going to remember you walking up out the door. Yeah. These people are about to be exposed for trying to send you an intimidating message, for trying to make things hard for you, and trying to embarrass or humiliate, trying to take your achievements as their own, trying to block you of promotions. Yeah, you're going to be walking out the door once and for all. It's kind of like if you've been feeling wishy-washy, if you've been flipping and flopping on what you should do, if you feel like you've been straddling the fence, you're about to kick the fence down. Because this animosity is never going to stop. This false narrative that they're creating is never going to stop. You've been through so much with these people. It is unreal. And you haven't had enough time to reflect because you're still dabbling, or you're still somewhat in it, or you got one foot in doing the hokey pokey still. There is money coming in for you. Now, I know you've been working your butt off to create stability, to not have to rely on these said people, but there is more coming in. You will be immediately gifted. This will shock you. It will surprise you. It will knock your boots right off your little feetsies, okay? I'm telling you, you are not thinking that this is even possible, and it's probably what has kept you stuck and tied to them. You deserve unconditional love. This is going to make me so emotional. This has been hindering your growth. I don't want to say it's hindering your growth, but you know in some ways it is stunting your growth, and you can't be dealing with these people and their arrested development. These people are about to be acquainted with your spiritual rank. That is why you are dangerously untouchable. You have so many angels around you protecting you, and they work overtime to see that you're safe. Okay, I want you to affirm that below. My angels work overtime to see that I'm safe. This environment, this group of people, it is not safe for you to do certain things around them, because whatever bliss is coming in or is around the corner, they are not supposed to be a part of. Now, for instance, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that you really want a child, you want a baby, but maybe that's hard for that to happen, because these people are not supposed to partake or even be around you as you are conceiving or have a bun in the oven, okay? Because they will try to make things unsafe. You know, like when you're dating a piece of shit, okay? You know when you're dating somebody that's just like awful, and you see why your life was kind of like being siphoned to nothing? Because they were not supposed to be able to partake in your generosity. So let's say this is a job, and they know that you're trying to conceive, or say you were to get pregnant, and then they're having you work overtime. They're taunting you. The anxiety that you could once handle is now you're a whole stress ball. They make you feel tethered to them. You deserve unconditional love. There's unconditional love around the corner. And the more you put off dropping these scissors and dropping these mics on their asses, I'm telling you, it's all going to work out. You deserve everything that you've been working for, and you need to trust yourself more. That you can get whatever job done you need to without them. It's like you're chosen, and your person is chosen for those of you that are with your soulmate already. But this chosen child, this light worker child, this special child, hypothetically speaking, is not supposed to be a part of this plan. Nowhere near it. And God wants you to believe in yourself enough that everything is going according to plan, even when you stall, even when you dilly-dally. Divine intervention is taking place because you are getting ready to transition, and God is going to evacuate you out of said circumstance. So your spiritual rank it's like you're going to be getting a promotion. You have unconditional love coming in, whether it's the soulmate that you've been waiting on, or, expanding your family, buying a home, because I'm seeing a lot of different things. I see somebody's going to be having a child. Somebody is moving and buying their first home. The gifts that are coming in for you are relentless. It's going to be raining miracles in your life. I see somebody falling to their knees in gratitude. Like, dang, I wish I would have done this sooner. You know that ex that you think they're your twin flame, you think that they're your soulmate, and you just keep going back and back and back, and then they keep disappointing you? This is those people. They're just going to continue to disappoint you because they refuse to see who you truly are. They know you're of high spiritual rank. They know you're untouchable, dangerously untouchable. But they still want to get their paws on you. Like, it's reminding me of Inspector Gadget. So this house is going to be more feasible with them out of the way. Okay? You have shocking and unexpected surprises coming in as you lay to rest the old you. You will be the walking love spell, and you will stand as a testament that others can walk away as well, that they can stand in their power. This is going to be one of the biggest pieces of your testimony. It's time to start enjoying your life. It's almost like you believe that you deserve this punishment of having to be around these people. Like, no, my life can be good, but like not that good. So I'll just keep dealing with them because like I probably deserve it and I'm probably not stable enough, and throw the imposter syndrome out the window. You were never an imposter. And I know that's easier said than done. And I know that's something that we're always working on as we heal, but you are not an imposter. You are someone that deserves your soulmate. You deserve to frolic on a freaking beach. You deserve vacations. You deserve a beautiful home. You deserve stability and safety, and not at the hands of these people who will always try to keep it inches away, dangling a carrot. So let's see what else is going on for you guys. But I see you getting a huge promotion. One that you are not expecting. So again, it's either a soulmate, a marriage, a baby, a whole lot of money falling from the sky, and a home. This is giving white picket fence. Like, no pun intended. But do you know what I mean? You're not playing a role. You deserve to have that role. You are in main character energy. And these people are never going to admit it. So they are going to regret the day that they ever spread one lie about you. You are the silent millionaire in the making. Affirm it below. I am the silent millionaire in the making. Hello, hello, hello. That's you. So you deserve to take some R&R to heal. You truly do. Whoa, there's going to be a wedding, if there hasn't been already. There's going to be a wedding, a happy relationship where you two are never not in love. And I know that might seem like an impossibility, but I am living proof that it is not, or that is not the case. It is not an impossibility. For a very long time, I thought, there are no soulmates. I give up on love. I'm over it. I'm done. And I had to take a serious time out in jail to reflect. God said, you want to play games? You want to keep playing games? You want to keep dabbling in your sobriety? You want to keep playing the hokey pokey and sober one day and not the next? Here, sit in here. And I had to look at myself deep within my soul and see, dang, the way I've been doing things doesn't work anymore. God brought me my soulmate, and I was running the other direction. I was sabotaging it at every turn. I thought, no, my life's going to be boring if I'm sober. Oh, like I can't do it. It's just not going to be worth it. I'll just be over here punishing myself. That sounds better. I know that version of myself. I'm very familiar. That's not what God wants for us anymore. And I cannot even believe now 12 going on 13 years that I've been with my person, and I couldn't imagine a day without them. I really couldn't. I don't think we've ever been more than a day apart. So it's like you have to believe that you deserve this. You deserve this type of love. You deserve this white picket fence. You deserve this happy life with, doesn't have to be a mansion. It could be a tiny home. It could be a little farm home with a lot of land. It could be a trailer. It could be whatever you want it to be, because you will be happy there. You don't need the influence of these people. You don't need their validation. You don't need to prove anything to them. Because I'm telling you right now, the minute that your foot is really out that door and you're done, it's going to hit the freaking fan. Okay? It's already hitting the fan. This is like, they've already been raided. They've already been busted. They've already had their door bashed in. They've already been caught red-handed. But there's more around the corner. Because they have for years come up against you. So it's like all your worst enemies, all these people that try to keep you small and hidden and dimmed down, their day of reckoning is here. It's like their doors getting busted down in the middle of the night. That's the karma that is around the bend. You think that you don't deserve this life. You ain't never been more wrong. And I mean that. You are the silent millionaire in the making. You are the happy marriage in the making. You are the happy mommy, the happy daddy in the making. Justice is here, even if you don't want to see it. And that means good things for you and a day of reckoning for those that have betrayed you endlessly, relentlessly, over and over and over again. They would do anything to see you fall apart, to see you crying, to know that they got to you. They would do anything because they refuse to recognize who you really are. We have the Lovers. You have a very important choice to make. And I know you're going to make the right one, because I know that you've been going through all of this development, not for no reason. Not for no reason. This has been intense self-development. Your ancestors are proud. Your angels are proud. Your loved ones are proud. Even your enemies are proud, even though they don't want to tell you. But when you are around these people, you are the hermit. Because they don't really know you like that. Okay? They wish they did. They wish they could get a second just to trauma bond with you to figure out your deepest, darkest secrets. And that ain't going to happen. No, it's not. You're never going to believe what I got. This is you when you are around them. By yourself, having to stay in fight or flight, having to protect, having to guard, having to look over your shoulder. This is how you feel before you see them. You know they're coming. You know they are. They're always trying to hit you up from all different sides. This is the season where you put it to a stop. I'm excited to channel those messages because we are entering our happy era. We are entering our season of bliss, the bliss that we deserve. And I want you guys to share happy news with me, exciting news that, dang, Brittany, I just got that house. I just met the love of my life. Oh my gosh, I'm getting married. Oh my gosh, I just found out I'm pregnant. Oh my gosh, I just got all this money. Whatever it is, I am so excited. I know it's on the way. I know it is. I know it is. Devil energy doesn't want to make you feel, doesn't even want to let you think that you have spiritual rank, that you have any pull, that you are safe. But you are safe. Six of Swords to move your little booty across that river, across this timeline. Devil energy wants to make you feel like this is a gang. You can't go anywhere. You can never leave. There is no out. There is. There is. And it's a whole portal. As you transition and say goodbye to this old version of you, you are not expecting to be supported. You are not expecting to be caught. You're going to come out of this cocoon celebrated, even if it's just you doing that. You are going to be smiling more and laughing more because you don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to have nightmares or anxiety about dealing with these freaking trolls. You deserve that life. It's like a floodgate is going to rip open the minute you're done. I know when I left my most abusive ex, physically and mentally and verbally, that I was on the run. I was so scared of him. Got a restraining order. He didn't care about that piece of paper. He just cared about tracking me and following me and making sure that I was never happy and that I never survived without him. But I made it. And I'm standing here today because I got sober enough to run away. Just take my keys with me. But there are so many times that before I got sober enough to leave, that I tried leaving 4 times before. And I always kept going back because that is what I knew. And trying to figure it out on my own was terrifying. But knowing that at any point, more ish will hit the fan. When is he going to do something again? Like, I didn't want to be held hostage anymore. By the grace of God, he left me alone. Now, it took some convincing. It took time. But it took like a year. But he eventually let me go. Because by the grace of God, he found 2 other people to mess around with. Thank the heavens. I'm hearing an airplane. You are ready to soar. It's like there's a plane waiting for you. All you have to do is get on it. I remember when I lived with my dad and I was malnourished and I was not doing well. I was very sick and I was about to, not be here on this earth anymore. I had to make a very important decision and I had 5 minutes to make that decision. I hadn't seen my mom in years and she popped up at my school in a different state, flew across the United States to come snatch me up. And I didn't want to go with her. And I know a lot of you guys that are my A1 day ones, you know why. And I chose my dad because he was the lesser of the 2 evils, or so I thought. But raising yourself from 6 to 11, that ain't that fun. You have to grow up fast. And I wasn't safe and I wasn't fed. Even though I had a family take me in that tried to help me, they called my mother and told her how sick I was. So my mom shows up at my school. And I'm going through the lunch line and I see her. And I turn to my classmate and I'm like, I think that's my mom. And she's like, girl, you don't know what your mom looks like? And I was like, no, I do. I just don't know why the hell she would be here. So I get to where I pay for my school lunch. And she's like, oh, hi, I'm here to take you to the doctors. I'm going to sign you out. And I'm thinking, you can't sign me out. You're not allowed. And I wouldn't go anywhere with you. You couldn't pay me to go somewhere with you. And she sold me this whole vision of like, oh, I'm a changed person. I'm never going to do that to you again. I'm never going to do like all the terrible things that she did to me. I'm never going to do that to you again. And then at that point, just like an adult, for the 50th time, I had to choose the lesser of two evils. I didn't get to say goodbye to my father. I didn't get to say goodbye to my friends. I didn't get to grab my backpack with the only picture I had of my father. I had 5 minutes to decide, as there was a cab waiting across the street, if I was going to leave everything behind to live. And I lived just enough after deciding to get on in that cab and get on that plane. I lived just long enough to run again. So just because we get to a point doesn't mean that we have to stay there. Doesn't mean that it's the end. You are going to make a decision that you know is for your highest good. It is the way lesser of the two evils. It is the life that you deserve. There has been a dark alliance between some of these people that have been conspiring against you for a very long time. And God is saying it is game over. They want too much. They take too much. They do too much. And whatever attachments, toxic cords, negative karmic energies, bad habits, it is stopping this week. If these were your parents, for some of you guys, these people are your parents, and they will regret until the end of time what they have done to you. That is crazy. I had to pause the camera because I started crying. And I started pulling out confirmation. And I got, there is a dark alliance of the things that they've been doing behind the scenes. God is saying they want too much. Then you have other people that copy you from what they can see. They don't even really know you like that. They're just copying what they see on the exterior. Your parents regret how they have mistreated you. They have misjudged you. They have miscalculated. They need a new freaking calculator. Freaking A. This is ending. You are coming to a stage of completion where you will be able to, you're starting a new cycle. You are ending this cycle that you don't need to be a part of anymore, and you are starting a new one. And I know that can seem very scary because this last cycle was 8 to 10 years. So let me know in the comments how many years this last cycle was, because a lot has changed. And now you're ready for the new cycle to start. So maybe you go through a new cycle every 5 years or every 10 years, but it is here. It's like the devil's making this real hard. Like there's trying to make it feel like there's something you left behind. It kind of reminds me of like if I hadn't left with my mother and I stayed with my dad, like I probably wouldn't be here. No, I know I wouldn't. So even though that was a pit stop, a stepping stone to get in that car with her, I'm standing here now, and I survived both of them. So you might feel like, because you're grown now, that you can hold on a little bit longer, but you know that you're ready for this new cycle to start. You staying where you're at any longer, it feels like a trap. And you know what I be saying about that. We are the test. We are the bait. We are the trap. God is about to give you some incentive to expedite this, closing this timeline, energy work. God wants you to expedite closing this timeline so you can get your energy work in, so you can work through resetting your nervous system. Because you might think that you worked through a lot, but you will know even more the more you're really done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we could think that we don't have PTSD, that like we're fine, and then you walk away and you're still having the nightmares. Like, God wants you to start that energy work because there are blessings on the way for starting this new cycle, for ending this old one. So it's basically like you need to walk away from these narcissists, these bullies, these people, so you can transmute this dog shit. These people that are never wrong. These people that intend to harm. They don't ever tell the truth. They are going to regret the day that they have tried to poison you. Like, really think about that. You don't like eating with these people. You wouldn't want to break bread with these people. You wouldn't take a cup of tea from them. Now, would you? I bet not. I think not. It's time for gains. It's time for a level up. I feel like karma's going to snatch them up and spit them out. Let's get some oracle messages. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Holy Spirit, what else do I need to know for the collective that is watching this message? Pleasure. Pleasure has been drained because of this. You feel guilty when you're relaxing. You feel guilty when you're happy. Part of that's PTSD or CPTSD from the other people that you've dealt with. But it is time to be more pleasure focused. And then you don't have to wear a mask anymore to protect yourself or feel like you have to be in this shell to protect yourself from these people. And your life is going to be purified. These people want to snatch up your innocence. That sweetness that you have left. You have to trust that this is for you. Like, this is how you feel when you're around them. I gotta sit in the fetal position. I gotta hide myself. I can't be who I am. I gotta hide behind this. I gotta rotate those masks. Your nervous system is set to a certain tone when you're around them or when you're even thinking about them. And you will get the biggest reset of your life if you can disconnect. So these upgrades that you deserve can come in. Whoa, we have cosmic power and resilience. They will continuously make this load heavier. Resilience is your superpower. It is your cosmic power. It is time to balance the giving and receiving because you've been giving a lot. And it's been blocking some of your receiving. Don't stack the odds against yourself. Bet on yourself. Because these people would love to keep you in scarcity because that is what they know. God wants you to enter the season where things come to fruition, where you are living out loud. You are dancing, you are singing, your innocence, your purity, your achievements, your high honor. It will all be intact. You are allowed to love yourself, not love yourself for a day and then got to go deal with these people and then love yourself for another day. You're always having to do like a short healing session from dealing with them. And it's taking you, now that you've been dealing with these people for a long time, it's taking you longer and longer and longer to heal. The recovery time is taking longer because you're constantly dealing with betrayal. Okay, what do we got here? We have acceptance. It's time to accept the fact that you're special. It's time to accept the fact that you are assessing this situation correctly. Okay, let me not bump this. I got cards everywhere. Holy macaroni. We have follow the leader. While you are around these people, you will always have to follow the leader, even if you're just pretending. You cannot always stand in your authenticity without being attacked by these people. So maybe you figured that it's just easier to stay quiet. Unexpected visitors. There's going to be an unexpected visit paid to those that have done this to you. They're going to regret the way that they have treated you. Unexpected visitor, like a repossession, being served some papers, being divorced, losing a lot of money. Their unexpected visitor is karma. So it's time to stop messing up your whole life to be a balancing act in their presence. It's like you can't admit that you're tired or that you're sick or that you're dealing with things because that's what they want. It's like you can never really say what's going on. You are a wizard of awareness and you're learning how to deal with goblins. But now it's time to enjoy yourself as the goblins get what's coming to them. Okay, anything else? Encouragement. I'm going to get you a message of encouragement. And it will require that you listen. Capiche? Your message of encouragement is that this is just the storm warning. You know what to do because your bags are packed. You know that this is like the final countdown and you're ready. You're ready for this new adventure. The door to healing and happiness, to personal healing and happiness is here. This is the portal. This is the timeline that you deserve. So heed this storm warning because the angel of balance is asking you to take action. So again, so the scales can be balanced and in your favor. We have happy family. Family doesn't just have to be blood. The family that you create. Because you are the generational curse breaker. There is greatness in your DNA and you will be passing it on. Believe it or not. You will be passing on that greatness. Oh, I love this. We have blossoming abundance. Like I told you before, you've created a lot of abundance. But there's even more. To give you more financial freedom where you will never have to deal with people like this again. Not on the scale that you've been dealing with. We have appreciation. You are not used to being appreciated. And I feel like you're about to be so rewarded and recognized and just appreciated on a big scale. And it's going to mean a lot to you. This could also be a lover coming in that appreciates you, that loves you, that's loyal, that can be trusted, that is also of high honor. And this is what's going to bring in your cornucopia. Now, for those of you that are with your soulmate or are about to meet them, when they are the right person, they will always have your back and you will always have theirs. You will always be ferociously protective of one another. And that is how you will be with your offspring. Your cornucopia is here. 1111. Some of you guys could have been healing your solar plexus from dealing with trying to close out this cycle. So maybe you've been working on healing your root, your solar plexus, your sacral. I'm going to have to pick that one up. Yeah, we have yin and yang. There's a soulmate here. That balances you quite nicely. We have the Magician and the Mirror. You are going to enjoy who you see in the mirror. You are resourceful. You are a badass. You are, baby, I'm a gangster too. Chef Boy RD when I want to be. I'm freaking awesome. Hello. From up below. I'm freaking awesome. Hello. I am protected divinely. All right, let me pick this up. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Your broken heart is being repaired times 10. Okay, your broken heart is what you're going to be getting assistance with. It's game over for these fools. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? I think that's it. Oh, we have the sun. There is, oh my gosh, these cards stick together. There is good news on the way. Look at you, happy as a clam. You deserve to fill up your cup. You deserve for it not to be siphoned. This is like trying to enjoy this, and then your phone constantly blowing up, people being like, oh, we need you at work, we need you for this, just trying to ruin it. You people always trying to ruin this. Okay, always trying to ruin how people appreciate you, how abundance blossoms in your life, and how you have the happy family. God's saying enough. Enough. So I know that all of us struggling with this are going to do the right thing, because this is what we deserve. This is what we have been working towards, is healing this broken heart, learning how to trust again. And you are going to be of huge encouragement to others that they can do the same. You don't give yourself enough credit. You guys could be doing this online, but you are very motivational. You motivate people to get it up out of the mud, to create a better life, to create better circumstances, and especially if you're in a relationship, you encourage even more for people to know that real love does exist. Real abundance does exist. A happy family does exist. You show these people the mirror that, yes, this can happen. This can happen. Fortune, abundance, luck. Wow. This is why people lust after your life. Okay? No one's jealous of a loser. Okay? They're not acting like this because you don't got it going on. You are the walking love spell. And they won't be able to touch you anymore. They won't be able to affect you anymore, because you are going to be getting assistance with this healing journey. I keep hearing this song that I never hear, and it's This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. And it's been in my head as I've been channeling this message. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. So if you made it all the way to the very end, I want you to affirm it below. That's how I'll know that you made it to the end. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You deserve that. You are a silent millionaire in the making. I don't know why this message is making me so emotional. It's like I can feel all of the conflict and backstabbing and sad nights and shitty mornings and just all the times where you're like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Maybe it's felt like that the past couple of years, but you are finally getting the audacity to say, enough. Enough. They don't deserve any type of access to me. And just because I might have gaslit myself to think like, no, this is more for me, you know that it's having an effect on you, that it is taking a toll, and that you have been internalizing it in some way. You know that they'll never stop. So you're ready to make this important move, this important decision. This little light of yours, you're going to grow. You are influential for a reason. That's why these people see you as a threat. Because they want to be influential. They want to control the room. They want to control people around them. And people like being around you because you have an open mind. You don't try to control people. You don't try to make them just see your way or try to, change their opinion. You let them find out for themselves. You don't have to be the hermit anymore. In this season, you're going to shine. You're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So, look, there's like even a little light. Let it shine. 6 of Swords. Rest in peace to the old version of you. It is now a part of your testimony. So I know whoever I'm speaking to, the next 7 days are going to require a lot of bravery. But I know you're ready to start your new life. You're not abandoning this timeline. You've outgrown it. And you outgrew it a little bit ago, okay? But that's okay. You are transforming. You will be celebrated beyond belief for this transformation. I love you guys more than I can explain. So I hope that this message helped you and gave you the confirmation that you needed. That those things that seem so far away or like they just happen for other people, that is not the case. These things will happen for you too. It's just sometimes we got to get all the parasitic beasts out of the room. They don't deserve to partake in any of this for any reason. I love you guys. I'm sending you the biggest hugs. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what, hit the bell, claim this message, hype it up. I appreciate it. I thank you guys for all of your love, your encouragement, your kind words, your support. The next message that's going to be posted on Patreon is what is the gossip about you? What do you need to hear right now? And that will be in-depth and ad-free. Patreon link is down below. It is only $11.11 a month to join. And it's a great value because it's the closest thing to a personal reading that I can give you guys. And yeah, there's a huge library on there as well. An over 2-year library going on 3 years where there's plenty of content to binge watch. All right. Spiritual assignment. Let me know any good shows you guys have been watching, whether it's Netflix, Hulu, whatever your cable provider is. Let me know what good show you've been watching that you love. I just watched Vikings and The Last Kingdom and Vikings Valhalla, and I really liked it. So let me know what shows you guys are watching, what you're up to. Let me know how it resonates, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.